Well, Joe, May 16th, 2015. Man, the first show after Heroes vs. Villains.
May 16th, Big K, the beginning of a new season, a new improved OSWA, because I'm the one taking the helm. I'm the one making all the comments, and I'm the one putting on this show.
So I can walk out right now?
No, BK, no, I mean, saying like that I'm the one who running the show.
Oh, you're the one also making all the comments, though. Anyways, well, we had our first match. It was supposed to be for the corporate championship. Curtis Coleman versus Security Shane, but Security Shane comes out and goes, "Oh, I haven't been training for the last couple of weeks, and so I mean, have you take on somebody else?" So he has him take on Jack Striker, a former corporate champion.
Yeah, well, I say it's a good decision. I mean, Security Shane is he's not properly trained. It's very wise of him to realize his limitations, and so he did the wise thing and brought on someone who has had previous experience as a corporate champion.
I would say Security Shane has lots of limitations, but anyways, we'll see how he does as a champion. What was really interesting was, Curtis Coleman did wind up beating Jack Striker, but Curtis Coleman was also given back his 24/7 championship. So while he was raising his own hand in victory, Jack Striker rolled him up and pinned him and became the new 24/7 champion. Well, while he was celebrating, Keith Cage's valet comes out and attacks Jack Striker, winds up becoming the new 24/7 champion.
Oh, yeah, no, Keith Cage, a 7th grade sensation. His muse finally has a championship, and I'm sure he'll be able to celebrate by going home, watching Sesame Street, and drinking out of a juice box.
Wow, Joe, let no man despise thee for thy youth. Anyways, so then we had a tag team match, Deadly Instincts versus the Cousins of Disaster. Now, this was a very interesting match because, these guys are different tag teams. They both have different styles. But what was really interesting, Joe, was the ending.
Oh, heck yeah.
And so, basically, Jackson Carter, he wound up pinning Keith Cage. And at the same time, Jamar Anderson pinned Will Caution. So referee Justice basically called it a double pin, which is basically a draw.
I know, I told you, I was so shocked at the stupidity of that ref. Didn't even know who the legal man or legal men were in the ring. I told you, that ref, first of all, I can't count to 3. Didn't see enough Sesame Street episodes. Another thing, he's about as dumb as a box of rocks. And I hear all the time, the ref is hot, the ref is hot. He's about as hot as Greenland. And I'll tell you another thing, PK. I'm sick of him. And I'm telling you, if I'm calling him into my office, I'm going to start docking his pay.
Now, Joe, your office in the men's room, is it the second urinal or the first urinal?
Who do you think I am? The Fonz from Happy Days? No, I have a real office.
Well, Joe, then we had Adrian Phillips versus this new wrestler, the Bounty Hunter. You said you've seen him before.
All over America, Canada, and other countries that actually matter. Yes.
Well, Joe, it was realistic because, Adrian Phillips was starting to get the best of him. Then all of a sudden, the Bounty Hunter pulled out his cowbell and wound up striking Adrian Phillips with it. So Adrian Phillips, most improved wrestler of 2014.
Oh, no. I'll tell you, he's at least improved of 2015. The only thing that improved was his music.
Well, Joe, he won by disqualification.
Yeah, he won by disqualification. Like I said, when the bounty hunter goes and collects a bounty, he doesn't necessarily wrestle with all the rules. He doesn't necessarily win the match. He just takes it out of their hide. And I'll tell you can see more of him, I'll guarantee you that. And all you ditch diggers out there, you better believe it.
Well, Joe, then we had Vengeance versus Ken O'Sullivan for the Generations Championship. And I'll tell you something, that was a very interesting match. Two guys, both with kind of a smash mouth type style.
Absolutely.
But what was really interesting was, all of a sudden, in the middle of the match, the Monster Z comes out and winds up hitting Vengeance with a metal rod. Vengeance goes down, and he actually winds up picking up Ken O'Sullivan, putting him on top of Vengeance, and then waking up the ref. And the ref, gives him the 3 count, and Ken O'Sullivan ultimately gets the W for this match.
Absolutely. I don't know what's going on between the Dominion. They got to fix that. Because I'll tell you, those guys were fighting hard. But I hope that Ken O'Sullivan, I hope that he celebrates like as if he beat a Protestant, and then he's going to go celebrate by listening to U2, Sinead O'Connor, Enya, and eating potatoes, drinking Guinness, and watching the Boondock Saints.
Well, Joe, I guess all of our Irish fans will probably...
Molly.
I guess all of our Irish fans will probably find that a little offensive, but I will let you handle all that hate mail. Because it's usually addressed to you anyways.
I'm just saying, I know the Irish culture. I know they like to fight. It's the land of ire. Also known as East Boston, the Emerald Isle, yeah.
Well, Joe, before we offend anymore, let's go ahead and continue. Well, then we had Kip Bryson.
Bending.
And it's interesting because Kip Bryson and Rod Boldt, they come out with Jake Hughes, and I just call him the lawyer because I can't stand saying his whole name.
Percival Tobias Benson, Esquire.
The third.
Yes, come on.
As another third wheel, always in the way.
Hey, watch it, man.
It's like when I go out to dinner with my wife and you come with us.
I'm the first wheel. I don't know what you're talking about.
In your own
you guys come with me. You're the second and third wheel.
Joe, you're like Ronnie Millsap. You're a legend in your own mind, according to the song. Anyways.
That's in your own time. Get it right.
Anyways, regardless or irregardless, like you like to say, it's really interesting because Rod Boldt agreed to release Kit Bryson from his contract.
Yeah.
If he beat Jake Hughes.
He's a fair man.
So then, they start wrestling, and of course, there's a little bit of cheating involved by Jake Hughes, but ultimately, Jake Hughes did beat him, and then Rod Boldt went ahead and released him from his contract.
Yeah,
and we also learned that, unfortunately, Rod Boldt, and this is serious now, Rod Boldt does have to retire due to a neck injury.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I've heard that we've got, as a matter of fact, we've got Kit Bryson and Jake Hughes and Percival Tobias Benson Esquire the third here to talk about this.
That sounded very regal. I like that.
Well, thank you, Joe. Just like when I say champion. Anyway,
stop it. But, hey, all right.
Okay.
Oh, the lawyer of all lawyers.
Always a pleasure, Joe.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Oh, come on.
Jake, it's great to have a true champion.
Look, I'm Rod Boldt.
That's even low for you, man.
I'm just saying, he's got to. I mean, Jake, I understand. I don't know what Rod Boldt did to upset you, but obviously he did something really bad.
Rod Boldt didn't upset me. Okay? First and foremost, you're only as strong as the weakest link in your chain.
That's true.
And Rod Boldt couldn't cut it. My man here, Kit Bryson, you've been carrying him for how long? How long has he had your contract?
Let's go with 2 months now. 3 months.
3 months. What has he done?
Literally nothing.
He has faltered into purgatory, just like I had when I was in the tag team specialist, carrying around that 220-pound cancer on my back. The point is, Rod Boldt, I took his dignity, I took his career, I took his glasses. Mm-hmm. If he had a woman that could stick around, I'd take her too.
And young Kit took his shoes. I did, in fact, take his shoes.
Well, hey, you're living the high life now. Just like Steve Winwood would say, we are back in the high life.
Of Steve Winwood.
Absolutely. Higher love.
Yes.
Higher love. And I have a higher love for Kit Bryson right here, because you went toe-to-toe with a true champion tonight, and you proved you're the person I want by my side. And what you are looking at right now, these three, a bar-certified lawyer, to help you.
The bar part's correct.
Well, let's stop it, PK. Come on, don't disrespect him.
Hey, the thing.
That's slander.
See, there's a difference between my lawyer here and the fine people of Cornelia, Georgia, and those people can't even pass a bar. That's why they don't have jobs. That's why they're on food stamps. That's why they're worthless human beings.
Eat candy bars.
Exactly. And I had to do the right thing and pay back my slap bet from the raffle. And the realest man in Cornelia, Georgia was a woman. That's the hardest I've ever been hit by somebody from Cornelia, Georgia.
Well, now that you've done successfully offended most of our audience, Jake, I'd like to say you look a lot better now that you've lost 25 pounds of gold around your waist. What? And I wish the two of you the best of luck.
You two should follow suit, PK. Lose about 25, 45, 55 pounds. You know what? Why don't you get in shape? What, your brother here. Hey, everybody, look at this. Look at this. Right here. Look at this. What? There's a reason the OSWA is the greatest promotion around. Look at this. This is look at that. Look at that color commentator. Good Lord, look at the guns on this.
To be honest, I think you could stand to lose about 250 pounds of dead weight.
Oh, Kid!
Excellent.
Wow, I am impressed. I tell you, I see a bright future for you, young man.
The future is bright.
Well, our time's not free, so
I'll give you my
get off
shades.
This. Oh.
Future's so bright, I'll give you my shades. There we go, yeah.
All right, well, we got better places to be.
Oh, man, Jake, it is a pleasure. Percival Tobias Benson Esquire III, always
a pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure. Oh, mercy. And Kit, congratulations. Your career is looking so bright. I'm so proud of you. I always have been.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Wow, PK, what a powerful trio. It's like Cream or Rush or Jimi Hendrix, just a great trio.
Jimi Hendrix, who was a solo act. Yeah, that's great, Joe. Anyways, then we had White Trash versus Chad Wood and Tower. Now, this is for the Tag Team Championship. And I'll tell you something, what was real interesting was that David Garrison didn't seem to have the money to be able to pay them off this week.
PK, what are you talking about paying them off? Let me tell you something. That was a great match. And I'll tell you something. We got new tag team champions in them, in Chad Tower and, Tower and Chad Wood. Sorry,
good.
Tower, I didn't mean to say your name wrong. We got a giant of a man in Tower. We got a man who is so skilled and tight in his wrestling. It's unbelievable in Chad Wood. We got some amazing new tag team champions. I'm excited to see what's going to happen down the road in our tag team division.
And Joe, your brown nosery has never ceased to amaze me. What's interesting was that, when Cody Fairview was pinned, actually, he had his foot on the ropes, courtesy of Jimmy Lee, but ultimately, Mr. Martinelli, our commissioner, went ahead and called the championship for Chad Wood and Tower.
And I will say this, I think that Mr. Laverne and Shirley actually made a very good decision there.
Well, Joe, then we had our championship match. The Monster Z versus Alpha McFly, who came back from the year 2069.
Oh, Pinky, nobody comes from the year 2069. Get it through your thick skull.
My thick or thick?
Well, you shut up, PK.
No, I won't shut up. I got to keep continuing because I'm the only one speaking to English here. Well, Joe, apparently, Jackie Damian then comes out in the middle of this match and distracts the ref. Vengeance decides that vengeance is mine, saith vengeance, and hits the Monster Z with a metal rod. Then McFly, when he gets back in the ring, he realizes he's got the opportunity. He hits the Monster Z with the spear, winds up getting the win, successfully defending his Ultimate Championship.
And nobody cared. Nobody cheered. I have been in mortuaries louder than that crowd tonight during the main event. So let me tell you something. Had the Dominion not had that little rift, we would have had a new champion in the Monster Z, and the crowd would have been booing, because he's just the better man and they're jealous about it. However, we would have actually gotten a reaction out of that crowd.
Well, folks, our next show is Dollar Mania. It's our dollar show. It's kind of a non-traditional wrestling show. We'll be on the 30th of May. And then on June 6th, we're back here at the O for regular O action. I'll be here. Joe will be here. You can always follow us on oswaentertainment.com. You can catch the recaps there. Also at youtube.com/oswaentertainment. And you can follow us on Facebook as well. We appreciate our fans. We look forward to seeing you all in a couple of weeks.